is still around and still in top shape, and these two ladies are ready to go now in the semifinal match. Tennelle Milligan will start.
Okay.
Once again, she has started all three of the matches. She's bowled. And the right-hander moving through the field, but not with a commanding pace. They've been close matches right there, 189, 183.
Tennelle told me she's starting to experience a little transition from herself, she said.
Okay, and she's happy to have tripped the two-pin there.
She feels like she pulled a muscle on her left side, or a rib might be out of place. So she's a little uncomfortable, just trying to make the best shots she can. Gets a break and only leaves to 10.
She covers the spare, and well, I know there was a chiropractor in-house, this week. I wonder if they could help her. Carolyn, you used them, right?
Michael Bast was here of Bast Chiropractic. He helped the girls all week. Fantastic. And if he's here in the audience and she makes it to the next match, he may want to do a little adjusting.
Yeah, she may grab him instead of taking her warm-up shots. Right now, Dede-Davidson, last week's champ. Sit on it. Sit in. Leaving a 7-pin, going up a little high.
Dede told me the same thing Tish did. She goes, the right lane is definitely tighter. She hit a ball with surface before she started. She goes, I need a little surface in case I need to move in. I want to be able to go around him.
And a 7-pin missed by Dede-Davidson. She was 15 for 15 on single-pin spares on TV this year. She was 100% before this shot.
Changes to a ball that goes straighter, just gets it way off to the left. She told the audience, though, just like she did on the show last week, it's all right, don't worry.
It's early. And, you know, she was typically, Tennelle is not wanting to look and probably breathing to get rid of the pain in the, in the chest area, but Dede's typically a little suspect on spares, and she's been doing well. Picking all those 1-pin spares.
This lane is awful.
Well, she told us this lane is awful, which everybody was telling me the right lane was awful. But she does say the left lane is hooking a little more. But it looks like the lane is hooking more in the middle part of the lane, not on the back end.
Hey, we got that one.
Dede spares it up. Tennelle now up in the second frame. She ranks 26th in the point rankings right now, but leads by 11 pins in this match. Very early, though, and coming up light, carrying a strike.
Tennelle changed balls this game. She said she was a little undecided, but got a little help here from Kendra Gaines on the old Hammer staff. She went to a ball that gets down the lane a little bit further. She felt like the other stuff was starting to roll up too soon.
So maximum score, obviously 290 if she were to strike out, 269 for Dede-Davidson. And that looked just like the last shot. And that's how they averaged on the TV pair throughout the week. You see Tish had the top average. It didn't help her tonight, though. Today, Cara second. Tennelle with the lowest of the 5.
Much better shot by Dede. Another 7-pin.
Third in a row.
Dede definitely playing a little deeper than the other two left-handers. Dede usually is a little deeper. Even Tish said it in her interview. She goes, you know, I watched Dede. She was deeper. I said to myself, I got to move. But Dede has a little more hand, although she throws it a little bit harder than Tish. Definitely has a little more hand, and she does like to go around the lane just a little bit more.
And she spares that up. And every week we talk about that when she's on her sponsors, the Dewitt family. And Dede wanted to extend her condolences to their family on the tragic loss of their son, the recent loss of him. So she wanted them to know she's thinking about them.
One of the things Dede says she constantly takes notice of is her speed and her ball roll. And both of them go hand in hand, just like on that shot. She said, if I keep ringing 7, I know I need to get that ball into a roll, and that means I need to slow it down just a little bit.
Well, she did it there, striking in the 4th frame. Max score to Tennelle still 290. Good change for her.
Tennelle kept it very simple this week. She used 2 or 3 different balls, one of them being a new one she drilled. Used some surface and stayed within the same zone.
Another 1-3 in a row for Tennelle Milligan. Carolyn, she talked a lot about getting in shape, and you touched on it briefly, but she was talking to us that the importance for longevity and her health, but in her career.
Right. She said, you know what? I love to win. I love to be competitive. This is what I want to do. I want to be a professional woman bowler. And to be able to keep up with the great bowlers out here, I've got to get myself back in shape. Not only just so I live a long life, but I want to be able to have a long career out here and enjoy it.
Push a lot. Enough.
It pushed enough, and that's 4 in a row for Tennelle Milligan. So through 4.5 frames, Tennelle leads by 42 pins. More semifinal action when we return. Silent auction for Bowl for the Cure, to benefit Bowl for the Cure, which goes to Susan G. Komen. A lot of items out here. Dede back on the strikes, but we're doing a lot in cooperation with the Women's International Bowling Congress to support the Bowl for the Cure program. And we were glad to have Sandra out. She brought her board out, actually. I think they're all sitting in on the show, scattered throughout the audience, wearing their Race for the Cure shirts, because they do a Race for the Cure in combination with Kroger out here. 59 TV appearances for Dede-Davidson. She'll call on all that experience right now as she trails by 32 pins. She can take it to 22 with a strike here. Oh, Messenger a little late.
She asked it to hook back. It did. Came in light. Tried to blow off the 10 pin there. Goes a little wide. Comes in light. Just nips it, but doesn't quite go. Dede's bowling with such confidence. I crossed with her last week when we both made the show, and she's really thrown it good. She's a lot more confident. And she said the sport patterns have been better for her. She became a better bowler. She's